I was thinking about something recently. I don't know if this is controversial or not, but I started wondering, what if a lot of what we call selfishness is actually just poverty showing up in someone's personality? Think about it. If someone grows up in an environment where there's never enough, where things run out, where you don't know when the next money is coming, of course, you're going to hold tightly to what they have. It's not necessarily because they don't want to share, it's because in their mind, sharing feels risky. Like, if I give this out and it finishes, who replaces it? And if nobody replaces it, what happens to me? Now, that's not greed, that's fear. And I think we underestimate how much fear shapes behavior. Because if you grew up in abundance, if you grew up knowing there's always more coming, generosity feels easy. You don't calculate it, you don't panic about it. But when you've lived in lack for years, even small things feel like they must be protected. Food, money, opportunities, connections. You start operating from this internal question: what if this is the last one? And over time, that question becomes part of your personality. So now people just say, oh, that person is selfish. Well, maybe that person learned over years that letting go means losing security. And that's a different conversation entirely. Now, I'm not saying poverty excuses bad behavior. Of course, there are poor people who are still very generous, and there are rich people who are still very selfish. But I do think long-term scarcity changes how your brain works. It narrows your focus to survival, and survival doesn't always look generous. It looks protective. So maybe instead of just labeling people, we should ask questions like, what did they have to survive? What did they lose before? And what did scarcity teach them? Because generosity grows best in safety, not pressure. And maybe the real conversation isn't just about morality. Maybe it's about healing fear.